Okay guys, we've got a brand new demo coming up for SERP Gap, and I've done some updates and I've improved the tool quite significantly. So I want to give you a full demo and show you how we can use this to go really deep and find winnable keyword phrases that we can target that have got search volume that is worth chasing after. Okay, so I've done a quick easy search here just for free online calculator tool. Okay, some of these calculator sites are doing massive amounts of traffic, and we only need to identify the keywords that are kind of long tail but easy to rank with some search volume, as I said, worth chasing. Okay, so what I'll do over here on the right side, you see we've got SERP Gap open. It's a right-sided panel. I'll just extend this so you can see better. Okay, now it's going to pull in the keyword that I've got here. If you want to search for another keyword while you're in Google search, you can just put in a different keyword here. Okay, it's using, it's actually scraping here what it sees in the Google search. Okay, but if you put your keyword in here, it needs to use data for SEO for some of the features. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on analyze my Google search, and we'll give it a minute to do what it needs to do. Notice here down the bottom, I should have mentioned this before I clicked that button, we've got here what says OTO1, OTO1 and OTO2. I've got the full version installed. I'm going to give you a demo with everything that is in the front end version. Okay, now that front end version is currently selling at just $12.95. I'm going to keep that price for 48 hours and then we're going to put the price up. Okay, so you want to grab this in the next 48 hours if you want to get this for $12.95. Okay, so anyway, here it tells us that this is winnable, and also that Google is not showing an AI overview for this keyword right now, so clicks still go to ranking pages. Okay, now when we have a look in here, you can see it's all calculator sites. What it's going to tell you here, it's just going to read what it sees in here. The AI is going to read what it sees in here, and then it's going to give you some information, feedback, so that you don't have to fully understand it. It's going to expand it all out for you in simple terms. Okay, so 9 of the top 10 are plain articles. Interesting to know. I would dispute that actually. Okay, so it's saying write a plain article. I would dispute that as well. But anyway, I'm not too bothered about that right now because we're going to go deeper and deeper in a few minutes. Okay, so how the winning titles are written. So it's saying use a colon or dash to add to the second half. For example, calculators.net, free online calculators, math, fitness, etc. Okay, so this is a very, very broad keyword, free online calculator tool. I'm guessing that's why it's saying most of these are articles, because it's gone to the home pages, okay, and not actually calculator pages within the sites. So maybe I was wrong there to dispute that. Anyway, you can see here who is actually optimizing for the page, not for the domain. Here's the thing. When we get things like domain rating, it's for the whole website, okay? That leaves opportunities for individual pages. And the way that we can check the individual pages is having a look here for the who's got the keyword, the main keywords in the title, in the URL slug, in the H1 tag, and also in the first paragraph. I will expand on that to put some H2 tags in here as well, just to give us a clearer sort of picture. Okay, and here's going to tell us what we need to win. Use free calculator, free online calculator tool exactly in your main page title and URL slug. No variation, no extra words in between. Okay, this is using exact match for the main keyword you want to go for. Now, when we released Intent SEO, I did mention we can go after keyword variants, but in the body of the article, even within the H2s, but not within the H1 tag, which is usually the title. Okay, and not within the URL slug. Okay, it's an important distinction. So here's what we need to do to win. Put the same time and just give you all this information, but I would not stop there. The whole point of this demo is we're going to dig deeper. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I'm going to click on here to suggest keyword variants, and we can choose at this point if we want to add any locations. So if you're doing this for any sort of keywords that are for local businesses, you can choose here to add the locations, and you can choose if you want to do US states, US cities, UK nations and cities, Canada. There's going to be regions, I would guess, okay, and countries as well. Okay, so if you live in Thailand like me, you want to do it in Thailand, you can. Okay, I'm not going to use that yet. We'll use it next step. Okay, so what I'll do is I am going to check the search volume and keyword difficulty. Okay, and this is going to be looking up here. Now, these keywords that it's found, you'll see they appear down here as well. Okay, you can copy and paste and put them into keyword tools if you want to. I'm going to share with you this week or over the next couple of days, because it's already Sunday, a free keyword tool available that you can use. Okay, you can put all of these kind of keywords in there. Okay, and it's a free tool as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are. Okay, and you won't miss it. It's a very, very good tool. Anyway, let's come back here. So what do we see? Online math calculator, web calculator, user calculator, online for free. Okay, now this is getting interesting when we see like the modifiers coming in. Okay, math calculators, auto calculators, car calculators, insurance calculators, tax, etc., etc. Okay, so let's go just a little bit deeper, and I'm going to put in here free online. I'll use the word tax since it's easy for me to type without making a typo. I can just a bit manage those three letters. Okay, and what I'm going to do, come back up to the top. Okay, you can save all this if you want to. I wouldn't. I just want to go and find some variations in here. In fact, I want to expand on these variations. We should be getting a lot more than 12 to make this really useful, but I will do that in the next update. Anyway, I'm going to clear all the data, start a new search. Okay, now we've got free online tax calculator tool. I'll analyze the Google search. And here we can see that there is this time an AI overview. Okay, and it gives us information about this because it tells us the relevance gap only there's none optimized. Nobody's optimizing for that main keyword. Free online tax calculator tool. Okay, also for the AI overview, 56% of cited sources do not rank in the top 10. Okay, so these top 10 results, there's another 56% of results that are being mentioned in AI overviews, but they're not ranking in top page of Google. Okay, what is ranking? It gives you some information, how the winning titles are written, etc., etc. Okay, what you would need to win, and here we can do the keyword variants. Now, what we can do here is start to add in the locations. Look what happens if I click on the Google search up here. Okay, let me just see. Free online tax calculator tool. It usually will give me geo modifiers at this point. Okay, it didn't give me this time. Okay, no big deal. Let me just try something before I go further. I'm going to take the word tool off maybe. I'm just curious what we get in the Google suggest, because when I did this before on the other computer, it was showing the geographic modifiers like California, Texas, etc., which is kind of important. So what I'm going to do then, anyway, we'll just carry on with that search that we've got that's already embedded in here. What we can do is we can get the keyword variants. I'm not going to use the geolocations yet until I find something that will show up in the Google suggest. Okay, so we've got these 12 variants, and now we're going to check the search volume availability. Give it a second. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're getting deeper, and it's getting more interesting as well. Federal income tax calculator, 18,100. Average keyword difficulty is 20 here. Okay, I hesitated there because this is probably based on the domain rating. Okay, not the page, the domain rating. That's why I hesitated there. If I copy that and I go into a new Google search, I'm just going to see what pops up when we get to Google Suggest. Nothing really interesting yet. Let's see. Okay, I paused there for a second and I opened some of these in a new window. Basically just come down here and highlight and just right click and open in a new tab. Okay, so I wanted to go and find something from these keywords that I got back, these suggested keywords that I got back. Now the one that has 18,000 searches, federal income tax calculator, you can see it's down as winnable. Now what if we get into the variations of just that one? Okay, so what we can do then is we can come to the top and we can clear the data. Okay, and it's going to take from this particular keyword here, it's going to refresh, or from this Google search here, not keyword, excuse me for speaking before thinking properly. Okay, so I'll click on this and we'll dig deeper into this one, but there's somewhere else I want to go after that. There's another direction I want to go in after that, so bear with me for a couple of minutes because it's going to get really interesting in just 2 minutes. Okay, so here you can see there's no AI overview. That means all the search results are clickable, whereas AI overviews might not give you that opportunity. Okay, so let's come down. What we need to see from here is a variance from something that is already a winnable keyword. Now, I'm interested to see if this goes long tail, and if it doesn't, I'm going to add that in. Okay, not really. Okay, so it's an opportunity for me. Just bear with me. I'm just making notes as I go through so that I can add new stuff. Okay, finished taking my notes so that we can make this even better in the next update. Okay, so I did the search in here. Let me just get rid of that as Google suggesting here. And this has given us even more variations in here as well. Okay, that we can go and dig deeper in. Now, this is important because what I'm going to show you next is how we can go after this sort of geolocations and where it makes sense to do so. Before I do that, I don't want to lose any of these. So we can just simply download as a CSV from this table and we can save that on our computer. Now, if I come over to this one here, this is one of the keywords that I found earlier. Okay, take home pay calculator. Look what happens with the Google Suggest. Take home pay calculator. It's got California, Texas, New York, Florida, etc., etc. Okay, it's gone by location. Okay, so if I come back to the top up here and I clear, start a new search, and we do for this one. Okay, again, it's just the search results and no AI overviews, which is kind of interesting. This one you're seeing there's three actual pages here that are optimized for at least in the title, and one of them also in the URL. So what we're seeing here, it's winnable on relevance but high on authority. That means you're going to need a lot of backlinks basically. So we do need to go more targeted with this. So what we're going to do is choose locations. Okay, I'm going to choose United States. Okay, take home calculator. It should have done US states. Let me try that again. Oh, it's added them, but it's also added UK and some other countries. Okay, fine. We've got 56 selected here. Okay, I'm going to take off these ones for UK and Ireland and stuff like that. I don't want them. I just wanted the American states. Okay, so we got 52 here. Can't be 52. I'll just see there's something sneaked in somewhere. No, I can't find it. Anyway, carry on. And what we want to do then is check the search volume and difficulty for these. And now we're talking. Okay, now we're talking. This is what I was mentioning. It's getting more and more interesting the more deeper we dig in. Okay, so we can see California has got 8,100 average KD of the sites that are ranking is, or the keyword difficulty is 9. Okay, Texas keyword difficulty is 1. Okay, where it's got a 0 when it comes to the keyword difficulty, I don't know how accurate that really is, because either that's a complete blue ocean, or and nobody's got any calculators for those particular locations, or they're just very weak sites. Okay, and you can see there's a lot of zeros in here, so it's probably worth digging a little bit deeper. If this is, this would be a whole site that you could build out here with just text calculators and stuff like that, which is really easy to do with AI. In fact, you can use our traffic magnets tool to generate the calculators and put the surrounding content optimized, etc., onto your website. Okay, very easy. It's looking okay. So we've just dug in. We started off with free online calculators, and then we dug deeper, okay, by putting a specific topic modifier like cars or auto or tax or insurance, etc. And from that, we've gone deeper again from the results that we got, okay, and we found one that's sort of geo-targeting that gives us big opportunities with reasonable search volume. There's some here that have got very, very decent search volume to go after, but this screams out like build a whole damn site around this. Imagine the traffic you could get if you started to rank and people started to spend time on your site. Now, I know from having tool sites that people do spend a lot of time on the site when they come to tools. Okay, I can prove it. I've got Ahrefs over here. Have a look at our keyword intent tool that myself and Adnan built, and you see 733,900 clicks. Okay, 3.5 million impressions. That's what happens when you got free tool sites, which is a massive opportunity. And the reason why is because people search and then they click through on your result on Google, and then what they do is they will play around with your tool, your calculator, whatever you've got. In that case, it's a keyword research tool, and that keeps people on the site, and it reduces the bounce on your site and increases the dwell time, etc. And that helps. Okay, it helps with the click-through rate being high, and also it helps with people spending time on the site. All right, so that's just a quick demo of what we can do with the front end. Now, there's more we can do with the upsells, okay? What we've done here with the OTO1 and OTO2 is we've just combined them, and you can get the professional version or the pro version with the OTO1 and OTO2 combined right now for just $27, okay? But you need to put in your license for the front end first for that to work. So if you want to purchase this one, the front end, it's only $12.95. I'm doing it as part of a case study. Normally something like this would cost a lot more, okay? But I'm doing it as part of a case study for list building. I'm trying to break through on the Warrior Plus to be able to sell 250, 500 sales initially with these $12.95 launches, $12.95 launches, so that I'm getting about 200 or 300 new people onto my email list every time. Okay, and we do it as a case study over several weeks, several months, maybe. And so if you're interested in that kind of stuff about building audiences and not just the SEO stuff, but total marketing stuff, the building tools and selling them, all that kind of stuff, make sure you are subscribe to the channel, and there's a link as well in the YouTube description where you can join our WhatsApp group as well, where we discuss this kind of stuff. Okay, so anyway, I think I'll end this here. I'm going to do another video with the OTO versions, which are combined, and you will see how we can take this much further. It gets even more fun at this point because we can map out content. We can get a whole content brief that you can put into your favorite LLM, whether that's going to be Claude or ChatGPT or whatever one you want to do. Okay, it's going to give a full outline, a full content brief, and it can write for you the content at that point, and even build tools and stuff for you as well that you can embed into a page, so that you can go after keywords that have got very, very decent traffic, okay, and where it is winnable, so that you can see from start to finish how this works. Using depth like this is not new, but it's not often found as easy to do with automation. Okay, I've tried to make it really simple to do with automation. This is what I had pictured doing at the very outset of building this tool, and I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. So if you want to know what keywords to go after, whether you're doing article content, tools, whatever it might be, this is a great tool to help you, to tell you what's actually in the search results. It will tell you as well what kind of content you need to be using. Okay, that Google has already decided, because you can see in the search results, sometimes you see it's full of listicles, sometimes you see it's full of videos, etc. Okay, Google tells you, but a lot of people skip that part. And when they skip that part, you're missing out on so much information. But this makes it super simple. One click and you're getting so much information from. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video, and we'll go through the pro version, and we'll have some more fun doing that in the next video. Thanks.